Hello and welcome back to another episode, and it's time for another book review. So my back is still pretty f***ed up and I've been on the bed for close to 3 weeks now. And I'm just hopeful that one more week and I should feel better. But for now, let's talk about a book I read called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it's a really interesting book which talks about how to build habits, how to break habits. So the first thing that I want to talk about is called the plateau of latent potential. Whenever we start doing something in life, we expect things to happen in a very linear fashion. You want the progress to be a very linear progress. But very often in life, that's not the case. Things are way slower than you actually expect it to be. And this difference between how fast you want it to be and how slow it actually is called the valley of disappointment. And this is where most people give up and they feel that their efforts are getting wasted and things are not happening, they're not getting the results. But in fact, things are just building up to a point where you can get a bigger reward. So the next time you feel like quitting, maybe you should just have a little more patience and things would eventually work out. The second thing that I want to talk about is about changing yourself. Very often you might find yourself in a place where you are not who you want to be and you're not very happy with the kind of person you are. And changing yourself can be really hard, but it's a very simple two-step process that you could follow. The very first thing is to identify who you want to be, and then you need to have small wins to prove to yourself that you are this new person. For example, if you want to be more healthy, your small wins could be about just putting on your workout shoes. Or if you want to be a better designer, these small wins could be just opening up the design software you want to use. Or if you want to be a better writer, it could be as simple as just opening up a Word document and writing one sentence a day. And these small wins will reinforce your identity and move you closer towards who you want to be. And finally, the third thing is about breaking bad habits. And it's easier said than done. But this book talks about how breaking bad habits can be easy if you make them invisible. For example, if you want to start eating healthy and stop eating junk food, it could be as simple as just keeping the junk food out of your line of sight. It could be about keeping it in a shelf that you can't reach. Or if you want to stop consuming so much content, it could be just about keeping your device just out of reach or maybe keeping it in another room. Just the lack of easy access could help you break most bad habits. And overall, this book really provides some really simple hacks to build good habits and to break bad ones. And I would honestly recommend it to anyone and everyone because it feels like a book that everyone should read. And like always, if you've read this book, do let me know in the comments down below what you found really useful about this book. And I'll see you next week with another book review because I think I'll be on the bed for another week. And that's all for today. I hope you have a great Sunday and I'll see you next week.